y'all are protecting each other. So if you're standing back to back, nothing's going to get to, I'll do everything I can to protect you as you do everything you can to protect me. And that's much like our relationship with God. If we're standing back to back with God, He's going to protect us no matter what, even in our valleys. And I thought about when First Lady said about, you know, some valleys are real deep, First Lady, to where you can't do anything but look up. Okay? Sometimes we tend to, let me not say we, I tend to focus on my surroundings, but I'm reminded that I'm a child of God. And if I have a relationship with Him, forget all the storms around me. You know, there's this this email that generated at work, and I may say it wrong, I always quote these things wrong, but it says, don't focus on the storm, but focus on the God you serve. Because God is greater than any storm that comes through. And sometimes God will allow a storm to come through to see how committed we are to Him. You know, we speak. We can say all these things. Oh, I trust God. I trust God. I trust God. Until something happens. I have the faith. Oh, First Lady, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I have the faith for you. But when it comes to my situation, I'm buckling. Oh, these knees, they're buckling. I can't stand. I can't even make it to the altar for my knees buckling. You know, I have to be dragged to the altar. I have to sit, and Pastor have to come to, First Lady have to come to my chair to pray for me. Where's that relationship? What kind of relationship does that say I have with God? How strong is that relationship? You know, I think it was T.D. Jakes that preached one time that most married couples stay together for years upon years because they have children. Once those children are gone, then they find we have nothing in common. So they get divorced. And come to find out, they stayed together for the children. The children was the glue. Why put so many years in a marriage and not build on it? Because they find that all that we focused on, all that we fought for, all that you know, all that we focused, our only focus was for the children. So when the children are gone, they find they have nothing in common. Isn't that something to think about? And that took me to my husband. I told y'all last week that in studying this lesson, I came to find that me, Carrie, and I don't have a relationship. We have a cohabitation. That's what it is. We cohabitate. I love him. He loves me. But is it the love? I'm asking out loud, but I know it's not the love that's required to have a true relationship. Because we don't communicate as husband and wife should. You know, it's to the point where First Lady used to get on me all the time. Oh, you gotta love him, you gotta love him. But it's to the point where the relationship is gone to where when I talk to him, I don't talk to him, I bark at him. And when you don't have a relationship, you can't communicate properly. So then that brings up strife, and we know what the Bible says about strife. So I'm barking, he's barking, and all we're trying to do is get something right for the house. How is that going to come together? So when you have a relationship with God, you can call on him for anything. And I keep using First Lady, and I hope you don't mind First Lady. But in her situation, she can call on God. And God won't be like, you are my child. But when was the last time we spoke? When was the last time you honored me? When was the last time you praised me? When was the last time you worshiped me? You know, I know Sister Kelly. We come to church together, and that's the only time I see him is in church. If something happens, I recently got her phone number when because of the Schlitterbahn for Chloe. If something happens to me, or heaven forbid, my car breaks down, and I call Sister Kelly, oh, Sister Kelly, I need a ride. I know she'll come, provided she can. I know she'll come. But if she doesn't, can I be upset? Because we don't have a relationship as we should. We don't have that I'm in you and you're in me relationship. We don't have that vine relationship. The only connection we have at this point is a church relationship. So when we're in need, we're quick to call on God when we're in need. What about when we're not in need? Can I just say, oh Lord, thank you. Just thank you. And that's to me. When things are going great, it's an afterthought. Oh Lord, thank you for waking me up this morning. It's 12 o'clock. Lord, thank you for waking me up this morning. I flip the switch. I take for granted that the lights are on. I take for granted that I can get up and go to a job. I take for granted my health. When we have a relationship with God, nothing can get in the way of that. Nothing can get in the way of that. Like First Lady said, when he says no, am I going to say, oh Lord, I can't serve you anymore because you said no to me? Much like most people, if Sister Keisha tells me no, I'm going to stop talking to her. Oh, she says she's my sister, and you know, and she stand up and testify and say she can, you know, anybody can call on her, and but when I call her, she didn't do it. Well, what kind of relationship do we have? I'm more apt to call somebody that I'm closer to than somebody that I'm not. So unless we build that relationship with God, how dare we call on Him?
That's right. Amen.
You know that there's that saying, you can't squeeze blood out of a turnip. Well, if you don't invest in something, how can you expect to get the benefits of it? If you don't invest in the relationship with God, how can we call on Him when we're in need? Now, being the God that He is, He'll answer. And selfish us,